just clickbait. She's probably not actually going to be doing ASMR. Is that really what you think? Is that where you're at? You poor stupid things. I've done ASMR before. It's just whispering, so this isn't some sort of incredible, crazy talent. It's just whispering. And I love doing an ASMR day. But I don't like doing things that other people tell me to do. So that's why we don't do ASMR days unless I want to. Which is why you might not have noticed that I do it. It's just not exactly when and like how you want it. It's how I want it, where I want it. Yes. But again, if you're too stupid to figure that out, well, at least you're in the right place to be stupid. It was so fun putting this outfit together this morning. So many fun individual little bits and pieces to come together to make this absolutely fucking incredible whole. Oh, holes. And my favorite part about doing ASMR is that I get to put honey in my tea. Because I have to make sure that I keep my vocal folds or your voice box nice and loose, nice and gentle. It's the perfect temperature. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Poor Well of Ascension. Everyone, please take a big deep breath in with me and repeat. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 Well of Ascension. Oh no, no, no. Look at him go. Look at him, oh no, go. Poor Well of Ascension. Oh, jeez. And there's all of our messages buried, put away, hidden forever. You couldn't possibly fucking repeat yourself, could you? Good afternoon, my friends. I have the most titillating, hottest gossip to give you. But first, you have to tell me how bad you want it. I saw ASMR and I clicked so fast, I almost broke my finger. V is on, it's time to get ready. Good afternoon, goddess. Holy anticipation. No, the holy anticipation was happening yesterday. And then they announced our new Chicago Pope. There is no such thing as like psychic abilities. There is no time travel. Because if there were, if either of those things ever existed, somebody would have called a Chicago Pope. You know what I mean? Somebody would have been on that to just like plant the idea. Oh, learning opportunity. Oh, geez. I hope you're not trying to use that part of your body today. Today's all about using a different part of your body. Your ears. This guy's username is Shika Madu. We were talking about Shika Maru yesterday. where the fuck were you yesterday? But also learning opportunity. 42 months. 42 fucking months learning opportunity. God fucking damn. That's a lot of fucking months. Is the corset part of the dress? Or is it on top? Good God, wouldn't you like to know? I bet you'd love for me to tell you. Describe all the intricate ways that these layers could go off. Just how they went on. Well, it's not gonna happen. Never. Never in your wildest fucking fantasies would I tell you. Just kidding. Yeah, it's a corset. And this is like a tube top, and this is a skirt, but it looks like a dress. It looks like a dress. So Chicago is now the holy city. Yeah? Yeah, it is. The Pope from Chicago is a very good, like, perfect 90s movie. First act as Pope, I would like to bless this deep dish pizza. I love that we have an American Pope. Yesterday when they were talking about it in stream, I didn't know how to respond. It felt like the words couldn't be true, you know? I mean, a non-European Pope seemed, I don't know, like one of those not in our lifetime things. 55 months, Tigger. God, Tigger, where would I be without you for these last 55 months? No, Dashing, no. I don't think it's a step forward into more modern views. I think that globally, we must recognize that the United States of America is descending into a crazy kind of fascism. I really do believe that the only reason they picked an American Pope was to try to pull America towards a better path. So one of my best friends is a gay man, but also really into the papacy, like real into the Catholic Church, and he loves all this Pope shit. He really loves all this Pope shit. So he knew the individual cardinals who would be the most likely to be nominated and who would be kind of a wild card. And my friend gave us in our group chat a nice little overview of what like his perspective of the new Pope is. And yeah, he seems like he was picked because he's been outspoken against the current political regime. Oh no, my dear, I don't mean to trick the ASMR people, but as I was saying earlier, I do ASMR when I feel like it's the right thing for me to do. And this is not, nor will it ever be, something that I do for you. You already do enough for yourselves. I can tell because you got a handful of yourself right now. But the idea of, oh my goodness, like buying a ton of extra equipment? No thank you. I feel like my house is already too overtaken with the accoutrement of internet life. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't got it in me. Obey, queens. You shut your stupid mouth. The only thing that should be open about you is your fucking wallet. I understand. understand. I hear you. I hear you guys. I understand. I know I said that there's like no such thing as psychic abilities or premonition or whatnot. This is not magic. This is merely intuition. Nathan got hit with the friendly fire. Poor Nathan. Oh, that's good. That's a good sound. Oh, hello, Squeak. It's been 11 months of you squeaking through my stream. I'm very squeaky myself today. I know, Nathan's comment was so passe. Nathan, we know you're masturbating. That's old news. Such old news. Fuck, that is so good. Oh, it's quenching. It's delicious. It's not as good as the gossip that I got yesterday. Yesterday I had, I think, one of my final physiotherapy sessions. So, at the beginning of this year, in January, I started recognizing that I should have so much more sensation in my body, and that I wanted to create a deeper connection to feeling my body and to releasing tension in my body. And it was the right thing to do. And it was the right thing to do. I started seeing physiotherapists. Yeah, it just was like, wow, this song is popping off. Hold on. This is supposed to be floating music. This is supposed to be like really relaxing music. Okay, let's try this. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that was a lot. I didn't like that. That was a lot. I love my physiotherapist. She's amazing. First of all, we grew up in the same town. We grew up in the same place in Southern Ontario, but we went to different schools. And then for university, we ended up going to the same school at the same time. Oh, moderators. Oh, what a pathetic display of obeying queens. I'm sorry. My policy on my stream is if you're going to have a username that denotes your simping servitude and you are not going to act on it, then I take you as a liar. That's a ban. No, thank you. There's nothing that annoys me more than liars. No, thank you. You are a dishonest person. How dare you? How dare you? And speaking of, my physiotherapist is a wonderful girl, like an amazing woman. I really, really like her. She reminds me so much of myself. And amazingly, around the time that I told the poet that this was never going to work and that he could just go away, she broke up with her boyfriend too. She had been seeing this man for so long, like 8 months. But she realized that he was a liar. That he was a liar. That he said, oh yes, we'll be together in this way. It'll happen just like this. And and she saw that he wasn't being truthful. Number one, he said, yes, we'll absolutely have children. I'd love to have kids with you one day. But he wasn't even officially divorced from his previous wife. I cannot believe the level of mental dissociation required for this man to think that just saying, of course I want to have children with you, of course I want to marry you, would somehow work with him still being married to his previous wife. Like, so she dumped him. She obviously dumped him when she found out that he was still married and he hadn't filed the paperwork. Like, his ex-wife came to him a year before this, and she was like, I'm gay, I have a girlfriend, I've been cheating on you, we're getting a divorce. But then, as it often happens in divorces, they were dragging their feet on signing the paperwork, on going through the necessary channels. They were kind of just separated. But like, I think this man must have, on some incredibly fucking delusional level, he must have believed that he could have his cake and eat it too. And that's what I see in those fucking usernames, where they have the usernames like Obey Queens, or Ultimate Simp, or, oh, I love when fuckers come in with usernames like Pay Pig for Thighs. No dashing. It's not Leather Daddy. Not like that. I don't mind if they have like a fun, sexy username. It's the people who have usernames that denote some kind of like financial bait. Their usernames prop them up as some sort of whale or financial contributor. And then all of a sudden, it creates a scenario where these users with these usernames can set an expectation for the viewer. You give yourself a username like, I love to pay e-girls. And then you go into an e-girl stream. She's going to think, oh, this guy loves to pay e-girls. Obviously he's here because he'd love to pay me. And then it puts into the mind of whichever performer is being taken advantage of by these weird fucking names, that if they do something just right, it'll pay off for them. They'll get that validation from their audience member, a coming together of two desires, to give, to take, to entertain, to be tamed. Yeah. Making promises you don't intend to keep is pretty fucking standard across the human experience. Every person, every single person has made a promise that they don't intend to keep. I think one of the smallest satisfactions that we can manufacture in our lives is maintaining our own boundaries. It just feels good to tell somebody to fuck off. Ooh, the tea is teaing today. I'm wondering, can you hear all of my little swallowing sounds? As I'm drinking, I can like hear air pockets and bubbles and the liquid in my mouth moving over my teeth and my tongue and my lips. And it all makes its own individual little noises. How much of that can you hear? How much of that is just inside my head? Because I'm like, oh, you guys should get all of it. Listen to it all. We can hear the sips. Oh yeah. I'm making them extra loud for you. Like real loud sips. Yeah. Oops. Maddie V says, what's hush money? And then Fluffy Fluff gifted 1 sub. I'm sorry, do you want to be banned too? Hush money is definitely not 1 gifted sub, you worthless fucking idiot. Disgusting. A pathetic show. Good God, if I wanted to be that fucking disappointed, I would ask you to take your penis out. Mr. G, are you here to disappoint me too? Yes, you nailed it. This is my Catwoman cosplay. Because you know Catwoman is famous for her fucking miniskirt. When you think Catwoman, everyone's immediate first thought is, God damn, that miniskirt that Catwoman wears is so sexy. Jesus. This is usually where I would make some sort of crass observation about the declining intelligence of everyone around us, but it's done. It's done. It's been done. There's nothing new to say about it. Mortal Online says, coffee in a glass like that looks so ugly, I'm triggered. Oh, well, I mean, you can see the tea bags. They're literally right there. There's literally 2 tea bags right here in the cup. But you're too fucking, wrapped up in your own pathetic experience of whatever shallow feelings you think you're feeling to even look at the object of inspiration. Wow. And this person is declining the quality of everything that he touches. And right now we're here. I'm trying to be serious, but Picasso is just such a funny name. Actually, Picasso is just such a funny name. I can't help but giggle. Picasso, it works on so many levels. I love that lip color on you. Me too. As I was putting it on this morning, I was like, this should be my everyday. Okay. I can't actually chug all that liquid wearing a corset. My body declines that interaction. Oh, hold on. There's definitely a hairbrush in here somewhere. I can see. Oh, yeah. We're getting a little fluffy. A little too fluffy. Oh. Right. Okay. I'm in the middle of telling you about all this juicy gossip that I got from my physiotherapist. She breaks up with this guy, which is absolutely the right choice. Like, I'm so grateful that she made the decision to leave this, like, terrible dude who is not good for her. But he obviously is not interested in going quietly. Like, ooh, let me get comfy. Okay. She goes to him. He thinks they're going to like have a couple drinks and then go out to dinner. That's his anticipation of the evening. But she goes over to his house. She talks with him, she breaks up with him, and then she leaves. She takes her like small amount of stuff from his house. They had recently gone on vacation together, and on their return trip from vacation, their flight was so delayed that it was essentially canceled. She said the flight was canceled, but then was also talking about a delay. Either way, the airline fucked up. The ex-boyfriend was the one who filed the paperwork with the airline. Oh my god, pardon me, that tea just came right back up. That's one for the compilation. Luckily, that's good. I'm glad you heard that whole experience. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't open my mouth. That would have been, ear shattering. You guys all would have gone deaf, but it would have been for a great reason. The ex-boyfriend filed the paperwork, filed all the necessary forms to get money back from the airline. And wonderfully, the airline was like, we're going to refund you to your individual email accounts. So my physiotherapist is ecstatic about that. She thinks, this is perfect. Now I'm not going to have to contact him to get the refund from the airline. I'll just get it straight from the airline itself. No problem at all. This was resolved like a couple weeks ago. But I hadn't seen her since last month. And of course, the ex-boyfriend takes the opportunity, once he also gets the resolution email from the airline, to send her an email. The email begins with, did you get everything back from the airline? I hope that everything's going well with you. And then he says in his email to her, which shows to me, a distinct level of manipulative awareness. He says, I know that you've told me your boundaries, and I want to respect your boundaries. This is him saying, you said leave me alone because we're broken up, and I recognize that you want me to leave you alone because we're broken up. And then he ignores that, and then just starts writing out paragraph upon paragraph of how he's been growing, how he's been learning, how he's been changing. He goes so far as to talk about a co-worker of his who is in a similar situation. She was a woman who was dating a guy, and she was like, I want to have babies with you, and the dude was like, yes, we're going to have babies. This guy that she's dating was not still married to his ex-wife. But my physiotherapist is telling me that her ex-boyfriend is presenting this scenario exactly as if this is a mirror of their situation. He says in his email to her, she talked, he's his coworker who's telling him the story, which now as I'm repeating it to you, I wonder how real it is. I wonder if any of this is fucking real. Is there a coworker at his job that he had this conversation with? Or is he just doing the Reddit, am I the asshole, making up a story just to put your morality and your spin perspective into the minds of your audience? There's this subtle implication that my physiotherapist just needs to be patient or work harder or change something about herself, and then their relationship will work. And as she was telling me all of this, I was like, this is all so familiar. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've never been in a relationship with this man, but I've definitely been in relationships Where and like even just friendships or work relationships. When I say relationship, I don't mean like this was my boyfriend. Even with friends, sometimes you can tell that their expectation of the friendship or whatever the relationship is that you make them happy. And then that's how relationships are good. Well, there's like these two really diverging paths. I do be chatting. I think, yeah, what you're saying is it's kind of right. I think some people are always looking for that better fit, and so they don't want to work at any one relationship. And I don't think that's my physiotherapist. I really don't feel like that's her at all. She's, I think, in the other camp, which is that she can give herself everything that she wants on her own. She can give herself everything that she wants on her own. And, like, there's no need to give, relationships aren't like the old gods of, like, you have to sacrifice into the volcano to earn my good favor. I don't think that's how relationships should be. There will be sacrifice, but it shouldn't be a human sacrifice. So basically he's saying, I know I fucked up, but you should change for our relationship to work. Yeah. He knows. So if this guy's on mobile, I think sometimes on mobile you can't see the category. Pardon me, I almost just belched again really loud into the fucking stream. I think on mobile you can't see the category that people are in. And so that might be why he couldn't tell that we were in ASMR. But I like Isukater's comment that the outfit is just actually so restrictive. This is as loud as I can speak. There it is. Well, they can if they tap on the stream using mobile. Interesting. Yeah, I always kind of knew there was a way to see the category on mobile. I didn't think it was as easy as literally just tapping the screen once. I thought maybe you'd have to like find a button or something. Gonna shuffle some of my pillows. Oh, too bad they don't make any noise. Although if this was like a movie or something, instead of just a Twitch stream, we'd probably put Foley on these movements. Oops. I think Foley is one of the funnest parts of making a movie. It's actually very apparent what category you're in when you're on mobile. Oh, so this guy's just an idiot and I'm like sympathizing with him for no good reason. Great, good to know. Great to know. I really thought I found a way to be, kind, emotionally generous. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Completely wrong. Nope. Yes. Their blood is not in their head. They're not thinking. They're not thinking clearly. No, they are not. I left some of my hair down because I liked the way that it looked. But now I'm not so sure. I might put more of it up. Snowfall Night. Your username is literally White Knight. And he says, okay, please make sure you don't pass out from lack of oxygen. Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, maybe I will tuck that one back. And keep these ones out. I also think it might be time for another little haircut. And I feel like it's better for me to learn how to give myself a good haircut. But I also just love the pampering feeling of going to the salon and getting a little hair wash, a little scalp massage. I'm gonna have to weigh what I value the most and then make a decision. Have you been doing ASMR? Or this the first time in a long time? I've done ASMR before. Yeah. We've done some ASMR streams before. With like varying levels of enjoyment. And that nice hot towel. Jax's. Well, hello, hello. I'll pass out from lack of oxygen if I want to, and you can't stop me. He's gonna die the way he lived, choking himself off and masturbating. DMZOR. Oh, you just think you can subscribe to my Twitch stream? Just like that? Really? Oh, right. As you do not need to gift Jaxus a sub. Jaxus should be subscribing himself. He's an adult man who can support himself and dozens of girlfriends and boyfriends. Does this feel stressful on your voice? Ew, my god, Spoogity? Spoojity's quite a fucking username. Gross. It's not stressful. It's not harsh on my voice. It is forcing me to really slow down and to breathe a lot more deeply. Normally when I stream, the breaths, the thoughts, the words, everything comes so much faster. But to keep it quiet and to keep it consistently quiet, like pick a tone to whisper at and then try to maintain that exact whisper for hours. Your natural inclination is definitely to adjust. I'm going to pitch it up a little bit. I'm going to pitch it down a little bit. I'm going to move it around a little bit because holding it in one spot can be kind of difficult. But that's what the breathing's all about. Yeah. I fucking knew it. I knew he was gonna gift 5. It's 1 for every letter of his username. What an interesting question. Do you know your viewer ratio of boys versus girls? It should be 0 to 0 because only men and women are allowed to watch my stream. This is an 18 plus stream. There are no boys or girls here. It's all men or women. And remember when you signed on to make your Twitch account? And there was that requirement that you had to take a picture of your naked genitals before you were allowed to have the Twitch account? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, that's how we know the ratio of men to women watching. Because each and every one of you sent a picture of your genitals to Twitch. Thank you for that excellent question. Oh, sorry. Are you guys saying that you don't send a picture of your genitals to Twitch when you make an account? I'm sorry, you're saying that online accounts are anonymous? Oh, that's so crazy. That's wild. Yeah, that email seemed fishy. But then you guys remembered you had to sell your firstborn to get a Gmail account, so sending a picture of the genitals didn't seem as steep a price compared to that. I also sent them a picture of my colonic map just to be sure. The phrase colonic map is my absolute fucking favorite thing to come out of Futurama. That's interesting, Mr. Fry. We don't seem to have your fingerprint, retinal scan, or colonic map on file. Do you remember your PIN number? Ugh, I knew I should have read those terms and conditions. That's what we're gonna put on the fucking tombstone of humanity. We should have read the terms and conditions. Now we're doomed. Now we're doomed. Oops. Kicking boxes. Yeah, we do have birthday presents to open. I wonder why I haven't wanted to yet. Well, I wanted to wait because I wanted Ritus and Dashing to be here because they sent most of the presents. And I guess for my birthday, I never feel like I earn it. I didn't earn my birthday, I just showed up like this. Getting presents just for showing up? Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna put you more in front so I don't have to whisper out of the side of my mouth so much. My birthday was at the very end of April. Oof. Come here, you. I'm gonna try to get you guys right there in front of me. Whoa. No. The older you get, the less you feel like you deserve your birthdays. I think when we're younger, it's a lot easier to get excited about our own birthdays because we're more involved in other people's birthdays too. So it feels like we're taking our turn in the community. But as we get older, I mean, it is just about celebrating youth and those big itty bitty milestones. Maybe I would have felt more like celebrating my birthday if there was more to celebrate. Yeah. It's so rudimentary. It's so childish. But I want to look at, well, how is the world doing? Are people around the globe having a good time? No. No, we're not. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, it's hard to celebrate for that reason then. Is that just the bottom part of that flower? Oh, it is just the bottom part of that flower. Okay. There you go, babies. Is Mother Nature having a good time globally? No, she's not. No, she is not. Okay. So the people aren't doing well. The planet's not doing well. The animals aren't doing well. The animals are leaving. I'm thinking, when was the last time? Like, when was the last time that I was so excited about celebrating my birthday? And it was, like, as we were coming out of the pandemic. And that's because it felt like the planet was healing. When we all went into quarantine, we saw, like, nature getting happier, getting healthier. There was, like, fish and dolphins fucking swimming around Venice and stuff. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. People seemed happy because we could, like, get over that sort of lingering, terrifying fear of making people sick because we had vaccines. We had a plan to fight the pandemic. It was all so good. It was so exciting. That birthday felt like like a real fucking celebration. Like a very well-deserved celebration. But this year, I don't know. This year it feels like a little bit more of a lie to myself to say I'm so excited for everything that's going on. It just feels kind of like a lie. Oh yes, the outfit is very, very good today. Exquisitely good today. Kite Karma says, so why does one have to deserve a celebration? Oh, sorry, because I'm a millennial and it was deeply ingrained in our entire generation that you not only need to earn everything that you get, but you need to just be proving your worth for literally no good reason, just because. Oh my God in heaven, this, like, you can't take time for yourself because that's seen as selfish. And the millennial generation was very much, you need to be aware of the societal demands all around you. It's your responsibility. Yeah, it's hard to let go of that. I really noticed it earlier this week when I was sick. Because on Monday when I woke up, and I was so fucking sick, like, I was sick, my body was sick, I felt awful. It was difficult even to say, oh, I'm not going to stream, I'm not going to do my Twitch stream, even though being sick is a great reason to not do a Twitch stream. I had to try to relax myself into even taking that time for myself. It didn't want to come naturally. Oh, F-22 Raptor, you're gonna have to do better than that. Yeah. And when I mean better, I mean worse. 13 is big for everyone. I remember becoming a teenager was a thing. I guess so. I think 13 to 14 felt almost more important because that was usually the year that we went from elementary school, at least in Southern Ontario, into high school. And so it didn't really matter if you were a teenager, you were still in elementary school at 13. But 14 was when, like, a lot of us started feeling more adult. I'm an adult now. I'm going to high school. And as a kid, you watch a bunch of adults play high schoolers, and so you feel like, oh, I'm going to be an adult when I'm in high school. You're not. And you're not. And that's just a lie that TV tells you. Boomers made you like that so they can leech off you till they're 90. It's true. I'm a cop, says F-22 Raptor. I do not make good money. Oh, I feel like that just means you're not a crooked cop. I'm giving less of a shit of what's selfish, and instead of coming back home earlier before my family left, I went to a restaurant and I got good pizza. Yes, Ritus. Oh dear God, yes, Ritus. You would definitely get a warning if I pulled you over, because I would look at you and I would burst into tears. And you would feel guilty about giving a ticket to me just like sobbing in your face. And it's not because I'm trying to manipulate you, it's because I am terrified of doing something wrong. It doesn't matter who's mad, like you could be an ice cream man. And if you told me that you were disappointed in me, I'd fucking burst into tears. Now looking back, even a 20-year-old isn't even an adult to me. Yeah. People under 25 feel very young to me still. I don't mean to infantilize them, but I think it's more that when you're under 25, you have very few years of adult life to draw upon, And you invariably have almost 2 solid decades of childhood to draw on. So it's not that you're not an adult, it's just that you haven't accumulated a majority of adult experiences. If you could go back to 13 and do it all again with all your knowledge, would you? I probably would. I mean, each and every one of us would, if only two on our 18th birthday start investing heavily in stocks that we know from our experience of living will do amazingly well. Hi, Chad. I'm one of those infants looking over you. Rightus, and then there are so many children like you who have had too many adult experiences in childhood. Experiences where you were expected to like be the bigger person in a room full of actual adults. It makes me so sad, but it's all too fucking real. So fucking real. You're a young kitty. I mean, kind of. I just turned 35, so I don't really think I'm, like, I don't feel old, but I'm also okay with people being like, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, you know? If I got pregnant, it would be a geriatric pregnancy, so kind of old. Infants looking after their elders makes sense. It's so frustrating that there's a really prevalent expectation. Oh, sorry, there's fluffs on my mitts and I pulled them off. They made a good sound. I should have done it closer to the mic. Really prevalent feeling that kids need to not be a burden. And that if a child needs anything or wants anything, it's like burdensome somehow. So frustrating. You don't look 35, you look like in your late 20s. I mean, late 20s kind of is early 30s. They're really similar anyways. Okay, I'm gonna take my first break. I'm gonna pin this hair back. I think that's gonna look nicer. Yeah. Yeah, I think the reason that I look like I could be in my 20s is because I'm still taking, yeah, like I'm actively taking care of myself so hard. And also I'm on camera, and in real life maybe I look older. Okay, stick around, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, babies. I did it. I did it. I posted the first photo on Instagram. It's there. It's there for your approval. It's there for your scrutiny. It's there for your delight. It's all there for you. Go enjoy it. Go tell me what you think. I took a couple cute little photos for you. And definitely did that very quickly, and then took off the gloves, took off the boots, and like shook myself out in my living room. It's interesting. I'm sure most of you think that the most uncomfortable part of this outfit would be the corset. And it's definitely like giving a lot of sensation to my experience here on stream. But for real, I'm like, it's the gloves and the boots that are the most uncomfortable. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Jay says, you know what, V, it's all worth it. It's all worth it that you suffer through these incredibly tight boots and these sexy, enveloping gloves. Oh, so hot. So sex. Are you the queen of thighs? Yes. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh my god. Well of Ascension saw Jay and said no. Good fucking god. Well of Ascension. You are here to simp in a deeply serious fucking way. And that's exactly what I like to see. Holy Hannah. The gloves are amazing. I love them. I do. They're really... they add a whole other dimension of texture as well. Because, I mean, this is all the same material. It's that, like, PU, like, whatever it is. It's not real latex. Real latex is very expensive and like a living thing that you have to take care of. It's PVC. No, not like the glue. Oh dear God, Well of Ascension. You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for an even bigger fucking dummy than you. Somebody who just Maybe at one time in their lives, they saw themselves as a respectable human person, but then they saw me in my PU, PVC, PVV, gimme V type outfit, and now they're stupid. Now they're stupider than you. And they're gonna sit there and they're gonna gift, and they're gonna give, and they're gonna think, good God in heaven, what am I doing? Why did I make these choices? Who is in control of me? And it's me. And it's me. And I can explain to you why it feels so good that it's me. Traditionally, in our Western society, I'm in Canada, so I'm not going to speak for what it's like in Asia, or Africa, or even South America. But here in North America, our tradition has been men pursue women. That's kind of unfortunately how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be guys going after girls. This puts an intense expectation of action onto men. That's stressful. I recognize it. What is so wonderful is having the woman pursue you. Now, I've had all sorts of comments on the types of clothes that I wear on stream, the types of poses that I bask in while I'm streaming. All of these things have been critiqued. Basically, they're trying to tell me, you're a whore. You're a whore. You're a dirty, slutty woman. You're using your body to earn money. But that's not really true. If I wanted to use my body to earn money, I would probably actually become a real prostitute and actually use my body to earn the money, instead of just sitting here dressing it up in these outfits in front of you. There's the difference. I put myself in this outfit and I present to you the idea, the experience that I'm the one doing this for you. I'm pursuing you. I'm wearing this for you. I'm wearing it so that you can feel like the woman of your dreams is dreaming of you. I love it, and I feel it, and I know that it works when I come onto stream and I hear your reaction to my outfit. Well, if Ascension says it's worth it, 40 gifted subs is absolutely worth it. Because he knows that this outfit was for him. The first person who will dream about loving you should be yourself. Not so difficult, though. Do you actually get to look in the mirror and feel like you love yourself? You catch yourself out of the corner of your eye and you go, ooh, who's that cutie? I think if you start to do that for yourself, you can teach people around you how to do it with you. The Pursuit of Twitch Chat by the Exactly Tomato. You're welcome, it's Diz. When V wears pantyhose, oh my god, jaw dropping. Oh, sure, I'm wearing pantyhose today. Absolutely. Using your body for money? Well, technically, so do Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Travis Kelce. Is that how you pronounce his name? I've never heard anyone really say his name. They're usually just like Taylor's boyfriend. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe's first name is Kylian. It's very interesting. Did Tom Brady retire, or did he throw away his wife and children so that he could play more sports? Your pronunciation was solid. I was wondering. I was wondering. Yes, he did throw away his wife and child so that he could keep playing sports. And yes, he also retired. If you ever feel like you've lost it all, I think it's important to give yourself the perspective that you are not Tom Brady, who lost Heidi fucking Klum. And also the respect of his little children. There is... I cannot think of anything worse. Oh wait, Tom Brady wasn't with Heidi Klum. Tom Brady was with... Gisele Bundchen. That's right. Okay. Had to think for a while. Tom was with Gisele. Heidi was with Seal. I think I'm allowed to get Gisele and Heidi mixed up. It's allowed. If you see them from the back and you can mix them up, then I think it's okay to mix them up from the front too. Is that misogyny? Or am I a genius? Yeah. I mean, Tom Brady losing Gisele Bundchen was a terrible, terrible thing. Awful. I always mix them up from behind. Happy Friday, Dr. Thunder. I know I used to do lots of latex stream. I was really feeling it in the winter months. I think because I was full of rage and aggression, but as the weather got warmer, I became so much softer, so much happier, and feels so good to be back and where I belong. Something tight, something evil, something inspiring. Oh, yes. Okay. We're continuing on with the tale of my physiotherapist and the guy she broke up with. It gets so good. It gets so crazy. I might take this and put this into a TV series at one point because it's so wonderful. So, my physiotherapist, who's a young woman the same age as me, was dating this man. This man's previous marriage had crumbled when his wife at the time was like, I'm a lesbian, I have a girlfriend, I don't want to be with you, we're getting a divorce. This guy then immediately jumped in to starting to date my physiotherapist. It was not inappropriate. He wasn't even fully divorced from his wife yet. He was not ready to be dating. And he was especially not ready to be dating my physiotherapist because she believes in God. She's not like a deeply religious person, I don't think. And she even told me, she's like, I don't go to church every week, but she does go to church for special occasions, and it's special to her that she goes to church on special occasions. It makes her feel connected to God, to herself, and to her community. It's beautiful. Having faith is so lovely. But her ex-boyfriend was a devout atheist. He's like, there's no such thing as God. So one of the difficulties within their relationship was that she wanted to have children with him, and she obviously wanted to raise her children in her faith. But because he's not just an atheist, but also an asshole, he was kind of against that. He was never really gung-ho about it. So, for so many good reasons, the relationship ended. She ended it. But he does not want to let go of her. She's amazing. She's a wonderful woman. He does not want to lose her. Reasonably, I wouldn't either. She loves reading. She has a Goodreads account, and she's quite active on it. And the way she was describing it, she's like more active on Goodreads than on any other social media. Like, she goes on it more than Instagram. She uses it to keep track of what her friends are doing with their time, even her own family, because she has her sister on Goodreads as well. While she was dating the ex, she got him to make a Goodreads account, but he never used it while they were together. Once they broke up, she unfriended him, blocked him on Goodreads, but her sister didn't. Her sister kind of forgot that she had followed this guy's Goodreads account, and it's good. It's good that she did, so that she could read his review. I don't know the book exactly, but there's apparently a very well-known, famous book about a scientist, maybe he was even a physicist, who later in life discovered religion. And so he's written a book about his experience, where he was like an atheist, very into science, very into the scientific method, and then he had his own spiritual awakening and discovered later in life that God is in all of the science. It's all right there. Like, God is this amazing through line for all of the science technology that we have. And the ex-boyfriend read this book and then wrote a review about it, where he basically was like, this book makes no sense. There definitely is no God. This book didn't prove that there is God. So crazy. My physiotherapist's sister is reading this. My physiotherapist's sister is the one who sees his review about this book, tearing it down. It's just so crazy. I mean, there's not even the Bible's gonna prove that there's God, and that's like his fucking book. The idea that this man was going to somehow discover an appreciation for faith or belief because he found proof of it in a book is laughable on so many ways. But also, in this review that he wrote for this book, he said, I read this because the relationship that I'm in is encouraging me to broaden my horizons. He wrote a Goodreads review talking as if he's still in a relationship with my physiotherapist, even though she dumped him like almost 2 months ago. I feel like I've seen her 2 sessions, and I saw her once a month since she broke up with him. And he is still writing like they're in a relationship. And my physiotherapist was like, he has friends on Goodreads. He has friends who can see what he's written that she knows and had met because they had dated. And now she's like, did he not tell his friends that we broke up? Has he not told anyone that we're not together anymore? Is he still pretending? So like, she's telling me all this, and she's doing physiotherapy on me at the same time. She's like palpating and like massaging different like parts of my body. It's like rotating shit. She did some acupuncture on me yesterday, and she's telling me all this, and I'm like, this man is going to never give you up. In my mind, I'm immediately catastrophizing, and I'm like, he's gonna show up at your door. He's gonna like show up at your door. He's gonna come for you. And she's like, no, he's a coward and he's lazy. That's why the relationship didn't work. That's why like his marriage ended when his wife was like, by the way, I'm a lesbian and I have a girlfriend, because he didn't even want to look too closely at his own marriage. Because I think, like, on one hand, I'm like, whoa, this ex-wife is wildly manipulative as well. Ending a relationship is not an impossible task. Coming out as gay is not an impossible task. But so many people love to really settle into the feeling that, like, it's impossible to do this without hurting their feelings. So I'm just not even going to try to mitigate the pain. And that, without warning, without any conversations leading up to it, it's just dumped into your lap. In my mind now, I'm just like, I'm gonna rewrite the conversation that he had with his wife. So this guy, his wife comes to him and she says, I'm gay and we're having a divorce. If I was the husband, I would say, I've noticed that, like, we haven't been having sex, and I'm happy that you're finding someone that you're, like, intimate with. We definitely need to change our marriage based on this new information. But the like immediately jumping to divorce is such a huge am I crazy for thinking that they're not really that separate? Because first of all, they didn't even file for divorce until very recently. And they only filed for divorce very, very recently because I think he was starting to realize that his girlfriend, my physiotherapist, was like really gonna fucking leave him. And so the divorce wasn't even because he wanted to separate from his ex-wife. The divorce was because he wanted to get closer to his new potential girlfriend. So fucking mind-boggling. Well, who knows how he acted in his marriage? We only got his side of things. That's true. That's so true. We don't know what he was really like. I love my physiotherapist so much. Her telling me all of this, I'm just sitting there like with my mouth open and my eyes wide, like, good for you for getting out of that situation. This tea is cold, I don't want to drink it. Good for you for getting out of that situation, like. No one should sign up for that. No one needs to feel like they're being taken advantage of in that way. I love my physiotherapist. I remember I was so worried for her. During one of our first sessions, she told me about a fight that they got into. And as she was like talking about this fight that they got into, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so Reddit-brained. I'm so Reddit-brained. Because I hear about a fight between two people in a relationship, and automatically I'm like, you have to break it up. You have to end the relationship. These are like inescapable red flags that define incompatibility. And as I'm thinking all this and she's telling me this, I also kind of realized that if I'm seeing these red flags from the perspective of an audience member, as she's telling me these stories, there is no way in hell that she doesn't see them herself. She is absolutely fucking aware of all of the intense shortcomings that this relationship is presenting to her. I was so happy to hear the next session that I had with her that she was like, I'm breaking up with him. Absolutely. I had told myself that if my next session she was talking like really affectionately about him and maybe putting on some rose-tinted glasses, I thought about telling her about my intuition of like, I don't know if this guy is right for you. I don't know if your conversation styles are congruent. I don't know if you're like on the same page about the timeline of the desires of your life. And it was so fucking good that like I went to that next session and she told me, she's like, I'm gonna break up with him. Probably gonna do it tonight even. I was like, like my dream come true. It's like she read my thoughts. Yeah. True, that's common sense. She definitely knew it too as well, yeah. This guy said, I remember you from 5 years ago. Who cares? I mean, like, I know that's so rude, and it's rude for me to say that. Like, who gives a fuck if you remember Invader V from 5 years ago? Okie dokie. And then it doesn't matter that I was being rude to him because his next comment is so rude. He said, you gooners need to find no fap on Reddit. You poor sad things. I really can't. I really can't describe how terrible I feel for young men. You can't even enjoy things that make you feel good. Apparently. That's right, dumb loser, exactly. You guys are not even allowed to enjoy the things that make you feel good. Here is a sexy woman in front of you. There's something wrong with you. It's such an exhausting fucking, like, never-ending circle of shame and judgment. Why? to whose benefit? Yeah. Yes, shame. So much shame. So much shame. It's all shame all the way down. Should I show him the door? No, he's being pretty quiet right now, so no harm, no foul there. I'm not surprised. It gives people a very necessary sense of individual superiority to tell others, stop enjoying that. Don't enjoy that. Because our wants, our desires, our dreams are incredibly deeply rooted in what we value the most. I think it's very easy for people like that idiot to say things like, you should find a nofap. Because what they're expressing to us is that they do not value this, me. They don't value the sexiness. They don't value the erotic interaction. Maybe they don't even like ASMR. I don't fucking know. But what they're telling us with their judgment and with their attempt to shame is that they are better than you because they don't like this. And what we love, what we like, what we like drive our attention and focus towards is invariably so personal. And why would it matter if somebody else likes it or doesn't like it? It just means that their values are different and that they can learn to enjoy things in different ways. Bat says, I've stopped dating, it just isn't worth it. Whoa. What worth do you think you are supposed to be deriving from these people that you're dating? No offense, but that sounds really fucking transactional. If I matched with somebody on a dating app and they said to me, what worth are you going to bring to this relationship? I mean, that not only shows me that this person is not particularly perceptive, but also that they have a deeply unrealistic expectation of me. Yeah. I think it's right that you're not dating because you are not worthy of the people whose time you're wasting, my dude. These people are not here to enrich your life. That's a crazy expectation. How can you? How can you expect somebody else to bring worth into your life? They don't even know you. They don't know what you value. They don't know what you discover it be. And that's why dating is important. Because it will show you what is valuable to you. Is it making human connection? Is it discovering new things that you never thought you would like? Is it just having the experience of sitting down for a meal with somebody and just getting to know them? Because that's what dating is, which is why your comment strikes me as so inappropriate. Dating is just about getting to know somebody else. Dating is not about extracting value, worthiness, or benefit from other people. You should be bringing value, worth, and benefit to the date because we can do that. We can create those things internally for ourselves as humans. And that is the basis of what makes us attractive. Rita says, I get a kick out of people telling me not to enjoy something I do. It makes me enjoy it even more. Is anyone here a mom for Mother's Day on Sunday? I am your mummy. That's why you're paying me all the gifted subs. You call me mother, and you give me everything. Can't stop something I never even started, says Delta. Sorry, Delita. Made me lose my train of thought. The knowledge about wisdom and getting good Then poof, in comes the Gunnar comment Buddy made. I meant knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, you're getting real excited. As long as you're not hurting anybody, to each their own. Humans are complicated. It's worth figuring out yourself before trying to incorporate another person into it. I think incorporate is another interesting transactional experience of relationships. You're not supposed to be incorporating people into your life. You are supposed to be inviting connections, which isn't, I mean, corporations also have a ton of expectations, you guys. I think that's also something that really terrifies people, is that they're like, what if I get into a relationship and then I need to fit this person into my life? Do you? Do you really need to fit them into your life? Or is there a way that you both come together to find a new configuration? It's not about them fitting into you or you fitting into them. It's about both of you letting go of the systems in place that you used to keep yourself going on your own in favor of a new system that is, completely different from the way things were before. But also, it doesn't need to be an incredible sacrifice. If you value your alone time to do your hobbies, like painting little Warcraft figures, or Warhammer figures, that's the one. If your partner is like, no, you can't do that, I mean, it's important to have your own personal time and space. Your partner should never be infringing upon the happy, authentic activities that you do for yourself. Maybe your partner joins you in painting, and then you don't have to lose anything. You get to gain more. Have you been watching The Last of Us? No, I have not. There's so much online negativity about it. I think I'm going to wait for the season to be done so that I don't have to even peripherally pay attention to the online discourse. I like sometimes when like literally when any queer media comes out, any queer IP comes out, or gay, maybe we're not allowed to say queer anymore, gay, or LGBT, however you want to say it, people get so upset online. I feel like it's the right choice for me to not engage in it at all until it's on my terms. I don't want to get caught up. I just know myself too well. I know that I'll watch the show like you did and think, oh my god, I love this. Oh my god, I love this. It's so well acted. The story's doing things. Look at all this stuff. And then, because you can't escape it. Like, even if you, the Big Turk, my ex-boyfriend, will consistently remind me. He'll just say things like, we'll just unsubscribe from those subreddits. Just don't go to those subreddits. Just don't go to those parts of the internet where the negativity is. It's just, I wish I could control like where people spew their negativity, and I wish it was just like really neat and tidy and full of boundaries, but it's not. It's just everywhere. And so I think the boundary that is the most effective is the one that's inside me. I'm also waiting for the season to be done. I loved the second game. I know people were so pissed off for no reason about it, so I'll be fine avoiding all the bullshit from the season. That's true. That's probably smart. I just muted Twitter, but it's hard sometimes not to engage in the bait. Even without watching it. And I don't have the precious sense of I love this that's going to be hurt by the negative comments. I definitely just have a like resigned understanding that these people are going to be assholes. That these people are just going to be assholes for no reason other than that they have nothing else inside themselves to give. They're just assholes. I love your perspective on different things. You have a good understanding of a lot of different things. You're super acknowledgeable. Yes, I will acknowledge many things. The haters are going to hate. Yes. Yes, they are. And my least favorite part of it is that none of it is unique. None of it is surprising. None of it is individual. None of it feels thoughtful. Sometimes there is hatred that feels incredibly fucking thoughtful, and it feels surprising and new. Case in point, the way that Kendrick hates Drake. I mean, we can all agree that Kendrick is an intense hater. He fucking hates Drake. And the way that he engaged in that intense fucking hatred, it was surprise. None of us could have predicted these songs. Oh my god, I think so many of us felt overwhelmed just by listening to it. I can't imagine what the experience would have been to create it on the inside. It was beautiful. It was really, really amazing. But then we see hatred like for The Last of Us. And that hatred, I mean, so here are some of the main comments that I have been unable to escape from. They're trying to say that Bella Ramsey's acting is bad. That's what they're saying. This is bad acting. Is she lighting her co-stars on fire? Pardon me. Are they lighting their co-stars on fire behind the scenes? They're not? You know what, then I don't think they're being a bad actor. I think they're just doing a performance that you don't like. They're not being a bad actor. It's not creative. It's not thoughtful. It's nothing. I pray to the Lord that I never have a hater like Kendrick Lamar. I mean, it's pretty easy to not be a fucking pedophile. Step 1, don't ever play Super Smash Bros. Or maybe even also Minecraft. Number 2, don't talk to people who when you look at them, you have to go, wait, how old are you? The reality is, if you ever have to question that, if you ever go, wait, how old are you? That's a fucking no. That's a fucking no. When people like an actor, they forgive the bad acting. And when they hate the actor, they will badmouth a good performance. It's a very well documented experience. It's that when you hate someone, everything they do becomes intolerable. Look at that bitch eating crackers like she fucking owns the place. This guy in chat, he just said, he's like, you're being a bad actress yourself right now. Like, you did not just sit in my chat and listen to me talk about how brain dead, boring, and fucking wasteful it is to just be like, this is bad acting. And then you just did it. Oh, wow. Remember, guys, no matter how much you hate being yourself, you would hate being that idiot worse. Let's be real. Oh, I got it. No fucking way I got it. Every once in a while, there's like a little tickling hair. And then it's like 9 times out of 10, you go to grab it and you miss it. And you go to grab it and you miss it. Can't believe I got it first try. It's just Monty. What's good, Monty? Replace everyone who's criticized as being a bad actor with Gal Gadot. We'll show them some real bad acting. I've perfected the hair grab. It just comes with having glasses. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I believe that. Nothing much about you. I'm just sitting here taking money from subscribers. Just, crushing worthless, disgusting men into the dirt. And really enjoying the whole process. No. I'm not responding to anything less than 20 gifted subs. It's not true. Exactly, Synergy. Yeah, bad timing. I think a lot of people expect video game TV shows and movies to just be the exact same as the original game that it was based off of, which just isn't realistic to expect. Yeah, absolutely. One of the greatest disappointments of our entire existence is that we realize that nobody else around us seems to be tempering their expectations. Everybody just expects it all the time. But it can't be everything all the time. It can't be a perfect video game recreation and also be a compelling TV show. It's going to have to let go of one to fully commit to being the other. Oh, Ritus, have you been watching it? Because there have been there's like been not like major, huge plot delineations, but they have made changes to the TV show purposefully that were not in the game. I watched the first season. I've heard that the first season is very faithful, but I have seen a little bit online about them purposefully, and like that's a good choice. If you're making the choices on purpose, go for it. They did make a big change from a certain scene in the second game. I think this is what I've heard people alluding to online, yeah. Yeah, one episode deviated completely, but it was a good change. This is so necessary. This is such an important part of creating. It's something that I feel so sad about because we're consistently expected to be pleasing a man who isn't even in the room. Which is another reason, I mean, interestingly enough, that guy's comment who just got banned was kind of the only negative comment we've gotten all day, which is pretty rare. We usually get like a certain number of negative comments, but you are not in the room with me. I'm in the room with you. If we turned on a not particularly sensitive AI robot and it scanned the room that you are in, it could recognize me as a person in the room with you, and it would recognize you as a person in the room. If there was a not particularly advanced AI in my room with me and scanned the room with me, it would just be me with me. And yet there's an expectation as a Twitch streamer that I should be pleasing you. I'm already in the room with you, but I should be pleasing you, even though you're not in the room with me. And it's not just on Twitch, it's everywhere. Think about your work, think about your job. Your manager tells you it has to be done this way. And when you ask, why does it have to be done this way? Your manager says, because that's how the boss wants it. And you look, and you're like, the boss isn't even in the fucking room with us right now. Well, this is what he wants. And almost every facet of society today feels like it's just designed to please a man who isn't even in the room with you. He's not even here. Religion kind of seems to be like the big example of this. Yeah, is God in the room with us right now? Many people say yes, he is. But also, I am alone in this room. God is not in the room with me, but religion is entirely fucking based off of, well, you need to make these decisions in this way because a man that you can't even see has an opinion about what you're doing in this room. I think it's much better for your nervous system, for your realistic experience of life, for you to please me. I'm in the room with you. Look around, baby, I'm all you fucking got. And if I'm all you got, then you should give all you've got for what you got. God is always in the room with us. He's always watching, and so is Santa Claus. So is the devil. I mean, the devil's got to be where God goes too. Do you often stream in such provocative outfits? It really doesn't matter what I wear, it's going to be provocative. When I was a professional Disney princess, I was wearing all the same Disney outfits that every other girl was required to wear. But for whatever fucking reason, on me, it turned into this really sexy getup. To the point that people would request to have me at their parties by saying, "Can we have the sexy Ariel?" Oh, she was just like, she was so sweet, so cute, but like kind of sexy too. The people who worked at the company were like, "Please do not speak about our employees this way. Please do not. Please do not, the employees." Oof, princessing was wild. It's not really the outfits that are provocative, it's me wearing them that makes them provocative. These are just piles of, like, fabric. It's the body yaddy yaddy underneath that gives it that feeling. Yeah. Please do not the cat. Often, it's not appropriate to the cat. Often not appropriate. Okay. Oh, it's time for my next break. Don't go anywhere, babies, unless it's to grab your wallet. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. I got surprised by the kitty popping up. We're wearing matching outfits today. Don't you love it? Yes, we're wearing matching outfits today. I couldn't help. I had to dress like my kitty cat. Yes. Come here. She was laying on me. She was laying on me earlier. Oops. There we go. Maybe she'll come lay down again. Come on, I know you wanna. Oh, she's so cute. Yes. Oh, no, she went right over. I don't even know what she wants. What does she want from me? Poor kitty. She was not expecting the sound from my boots. I love how loud your cat is, right? Just like shrieking, just like the eternal drone of feed me. I'm dying, you have to feed me. And you're like, you're fine. You're absolutely fucking fine. You're a cat. You live in a house with like infinite amounts of resources and adoration. And the cat's still like, no, I'm dying. I'll die without more food. Chester asks, do you prefer wearing black or white? I don't really think about it that often. I mean, like, I think I have more black clothing because it lasts longer. Like, it's a lot more difficult to stain something that's black, whereas a lot of white clothing that I have is either brand new or very dirty. Oh, she's giving me so much fucking love. I love you, kitten. I love you, I love you, I love you, kitten. She's such a good kitty. That's right, Twitch user. Goddamn indeed. Goddamn indeed. Oh, what a good kitty cat. Oh my god, I just want to give her everything. But I don't need to because she takes everything. She lost weight, and I was so proud of her because she's always been overweight. My very chubby kitty. And then we got an automatic feeder, and the automatic feeder definitely helped with the weight loss. But now she's realized that she can just eat the dog's food. That like I feed my dog and then she won't eat all of her kibble. She'll save some of the kibble. And my cat is like, yes, this is for me. So bad. Such a bad kitty cat. Look how fat you are, kitty cat. You're a fat kitty kitty. His fat kitty belly is full of dog food. Ooh, that's loud. I guess, like, what kind of question is that? How comfortable is that dress from 1 to 10? I mean, are you actually asking how comfortable is wearing a corset? I guess maybe you think this is the same sensation as like wearing sweatpants. Are you hoping that I'll say it's terribly uncomfortable? I'm obviously in agony. It's a corset. It's like wearing something tight around the center of your body. pushes in a little bit to the back of my knees. The gloves are a little bit uncomfortable because I like being able to feel things with my fingertips. And they fall down a little bit. But like, none of that means anything to you because your experience of wearing it would be so different. And then also, so what if it is uncomfortable? To be honest, one of the most unattractive things about most people is that they find being uncomfortable intolerable, which means they're selfishly always just moving towards whatever feels the fucking best for themselves, which is inherently shallow, just like so fucking shallow. I'm not wearing this outfit because it's comfortable. I'm wearing it because it's fucking stunningly beautiful. And honestly, any person who wants to try to detract from that, damn. I guess that's just who you are, a detractor. I don't know what that's like. I'm too busy over here being attractive. In my cute little uncomfortable outfit. I didn't mean to be perfectly honest. Wearing clothing, more often than not, feels more comfortable than being fully naked. Like the cat is. It was a simple question and I wondered. I mean, I get that. But also, it's the type of question that you can answer for yourself if you put just a tiny bit of thought into it. And something that is invariably frustrating for each and every one of us is having to deal with thoughtless people. It just never feels good. It's just, and it's you don't need to take it personally. You are not the thoughtless person, but everybody absolutely feels frustrated when they have to interact with thoughtless people. Nice. This guy's comment was mostly just frustrating. Yeah. Again, this person's like, you're trying to explain more. You're like, there's different types of people. Yes, absolutely. But we all will become thoughtless at one time or another. This person right underneath you is also being incredibly thoughtless. And I just have to try to ignore all of this thoughtlessness by, to be honest, being more thoughtful. It's not enough that I put on this fucking amazing outfit, turned on my stream, invited you in, decided to make conversation with you. You know what? No, I need to do even more work. I need to think for you as well. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. You guys can't even think for yourselves. I have to think for you. Whew, baby. He's like, you should turn the music off. The music is no good. The music is bad. Turn your ASMR music off. I mean, wouldn't it just be more intelligent to turn off an ASMR stream that you don't like? There's a couple of people here who are totally fine with this, like, sort of ignorable undertone of music. I can also see how loud I'm being and how loud the music is. And I know that I'm being louder than the music just on a basic fucking level. But I also recognize that for whatever reason my stream is like particularly quiet, and at that point I'm like, well, this is far beyond just like me as a person. This has something to do with computers. And that's none of my business. That is none of my fucking business. My business is to sit here and try to make conversation. Now, unfortunately, most of this conversation is just me talking with myself. But you do what you can. Yeah, thinking is hard. Why would you even bother thinking? And then the next comment underneath is, hush money stream, so we give you money to hush. wish that if I tried my best, it meant that the people that I got to interact with were putting in equal amounts of effort. But that's entitlement, isn't it? Thinking that like people should meet me halfway. What a crazy entitlement. Yeah, right is. This guy seems really fucking full of himself. Like, annoyingly so. I think it's incredible that there's like 1,000 people here who have no fucking problem with the music. But this one guy is like, you should turn the music off. The music is too loud for ASMR. The music is overwhelming your voice. I can't hear anything that you're saying. Like, my dude, 1,000 other people are totally fine with it. I don't want to be rude to you, but this might just be a fucking you problem. There's never going to be something more confusing than people on the internet acting like they just took a 12-hour plane ride to get here. The indignation that this man feels at the idea that he might have to go look at a different Twitch stream to get what he wants. As if it's not as, just like as if it isn't as easy as just like clicking a button. Well, Rhinus, he obviously spent a lot of time and energy and effort to get here to this Twitch stream on the internet. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not anything new. This is like the most normal Twitch stream ever. To be honest, this is almost what is expected of like the quality of conversation in chat. I think we've just been so spoiled recently that we've had some like really, really nice streams with actual conversation from real people. He's been following since 2020, and now he's just gotten banned for being so annoyed at it. I mean, let's try to put it in perspective. There is a tiny amount of low volume music playing, and that was the only thing he could focus on. I mean, let's take a fucking second. Look at me. What the actual fuck are you thinking, looking at a woman dressed like this and saying, "Excuse me, the music is a little bit overwhelming"? I mean, if he really, really needed to prove that he is unfucking worthy of being anywhere near me, even in a like metaphysical online sense, he did it. He proved it. He has absolutely no fucking right to come anywhere near me. He has completely proven his worthlessness. Congratulations, sir. It's a crazy, crazy thing. And also, we need this perspective. it's just the whispering and it's like super duper quiet. But there's also ASMR where it's just like chewing on particularly crunchy cucumbers or like tapping on a glass. And I'm not doing any of those things either, so maybe I'm not doing the traditional ASMR. Sam Dog says, going to the store with a pocket full of bills encased in ice cubes. I always make sure that I'm carrying cold, hard cash. If you whisper for a prolonged time, what does it do to you? Well, I mean, I think if I whisper for a long time, it's going to be different than if, like, you whisper for a long time. For so many people, keeping your voice at a whisper in this way would put a lot of strain and a lot of stress on their voice. Mostly because you probably don't know the, like, technical proper way to keep your voice, your breath moving through your voice as you're whispering. But this is something that I've worked on. This is something that I've practiced. So it's not something that I'm gonna forget to do while I'm doing it. It's too ingrained in my bones and in my muscle memory. It's just chatting disguised as ASMR. I mean, ASMR is not this. ASMR is the, like, reaction that you get from listening to people whispering. And so, yeah, most people who do the whispering are just chatting. They're not often, like, reading out ingredients lists. They're usually engaging in some kind of storytelling or narrative. Yeah. Yes, the autonomous sensory meridian response. Yeah. So me whispering isn't ASMR. The feeling that you get from me whispering is the ASMR. It's a physical and psychological experience that combines pleasurable and relaxing sensations in response to any specific stimuli. And that's it. Some people get an ASMR response from listening to music or from certain sounds in nature. And then lots of people get a very relaxing sensory experience from listening to people whispering. Wow. 733 messages just to get banned. I don't usually watch ASMR either. I don't take in a ton of video content online. It's not for me. And I think that's totally fine, because it also means that I don't have really hard and fast expectations of what anything should be online. It can just be whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Yes. I was discussing earlier how fun this outfit is, and then how crazy it is to see somebody in this outfit and then complain about the music. An incredible turn of events. Anubits, welcome back for 13 months. I think 13 is such a great fucking number. I think it's so lucky. Well, the desire to serve your Twitch streamer is pretty cut and dry. You can go ahead and gift some subscriptions if you're fucking able to afford it, which I doubt. Anyways, so going back to the final chapter of this incredible fucking story of my physiotherapist and breaking up with her ex. He sent her the email about the refund from the plane tickets, about the flight that was canceled or the flight that was delayed, whichever one. He sent her like a huge, big, long explanation. It talked she said to her ex was that behavior is communication. The way that somebody behaves is the clearest form of communication that you can have from any one person, every person. And so his behavior in ignoring her boundaries and continuously contacting her gives her all the information she needs to know about him. She's like, I was so proud of her. I was like, fuck yeah, girl, absolutely, fuck yeah. She just finishes the email with all capital letters at the bottom of the email saying, do not contact me again. She's like fucking so clear about it. So clear, so intense in her assertion, do not contact me again. You know what he did. You know what he did. You know. He emailed her again. He emailed her again. He wrote out another big, long, fucking weird, emotionally manipulative, rambling email. He sent it to her. And now she's like, okay. Now we start keeping all of this. It used to just be like, oh, he's sending these messages. That's no good. He's not really listening. And now it's like, oh, he's digging himself a hole. He's digging himself into a hole. Because when somebody tells you, do not contact me again, like, I'm done talking to you, there's nothing left for us to say to one another, and you keep contacting them, exactly, this is now considered harassment or stalking. She's been so clear with him that there's no relationship, there's no getting back together. She's done, she's moving on. And he emailed her back still with like this idea that like, oh, there's a way that it can work out. They both just have to like do this, that, and the other thing. Whatever he fucking thinks will make it work. The silver lining of all of this is that a few weeks ago, or maybe like a month or two ago, my physiotherapist got a notification from her landlord that they were going to be moving into their unit, so she had to move out. But like, that's just what landlords say when they want to turn over the apartment to somebody new. So she realized this. She even tried to talk them out of it, where she was like, are you sure you're gonna move in here? Like, are you absolutely positive that you're gonna move in here? Or are you trying to get me out so you can bring somebody else in with more money? Because, and she sent this in an email to her landlords, she was like, a reminder is if you do this, I can sue you. So like, I can take you to small claims court. I can get paid for the like displacement that you're putting me through, because this is not allowed in Ontario. This is like an illegal situation. And they were like, no, we're totally gonna move in. That's why we want you to move out. So these people think, okay, we'll get this girl to move out, and then we'll bring in a new tenant, and she'll never know because like, she'll be gone. It's totally fine. What our landlords were not anticipating is that she found an apartment for rent in the same building, owned by somebody else. And so she's not even leaving the building, which means she'll be able to see that her landlord did not move into that unit. And she'll be able to take them to small claims court, like really easily, and get a fuck ton of money back from them. I feel terrible for these landlords, but also she was incredibly magnanimous, I would say, in trying to talk them out of doing this very fucking scummy, like they're trying to take advantage, right, of people being so desperate for somewhere to live, they'll pay fucking anything. Yeah, they should have just kept her as a tenant. They should have just kept her as a tenant. So yes, I saw her yesterday, which I think was going to be like my final session, mostly because we both agree, like we've done a ton of excellent release work and alignment work, kind of to the point that there's not like a ton of extra stuff that she couldn't help me with. She was like, send me an email, let's do a follow-up session if in a few months you find you want something else to work on, or if you notice an area that needs to be addressed. But I think we're pretty good. I think it's pretty good. It feels good. And she was like, we're gonna do acupuncture. I was like, oh no. I'm afraid of needles. I don't like needles. But I trust her so much. And she was like, we're gonna do some acupuncture. We're gonna do one acupuncture needle in the top of your head. Which, like, yeah, that was really fucking something. She put one acupuncture needle on the top of my head. Then she put one kind of, like, just below my sternum. And then one right below that. Ooh, a new bits. What a bad fucking boy. Interrupting my story with your gifted subs. Bad boy, bad boy. The needle that she put in my sternum, I was like, okay, I can't feel that at all. Like, I couldn't feel anything. It felt like literally nothing. I almost asked her, is it in? And then the one that she put in lower in my, like, stomach area, a little bit lower than my sternum, that one felt so weird. That one felt so fucking weird. It was, like, tight and painful. And as she tried to tap the needle in, she was like, whoa, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, this is tight in here. As she put it in, I all of a sudden got this like whooshing experience where it felt like my perspective on my body was like a little egg shape around me. My like spatial awareness is this little egg shape. She put that needle in my stomach and all of a sudden my like sense of awareness around my body expanded like a balloon blowing up all around me. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she noticed too. She was like, whoa, your eyes got so wide when I put that in. And I was like, yeah, I really feel it. Like, I'm really feeling it. It's really weird. It's a really, really weird feeling. Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, so today I thought the corset would be good because we were working on this part of my body and working on, like, releasing this part of my body. And although this is obviously quite tight, when you wear a corset, you're not sucking in your body. You're relaxing and sort of pushing into it. Like earlier, people were like, can you breathe in that? And I'm like, I feel like I can breathe almost better because oftentimes we take really shallow breaths where we just like fill in our chest like this. Like you take a breath and you kind of raise your shoulders. And because you feel like you're filling your lungs here. But that's honestly a very shallow way of breathing and working on like the low belly breathing. I can like feel the things moving around when I breathe in really deeply. Yes, she unlocked a new branch of my skill tree. Doing yoga this morning felt so different too. Like parts of my body that I didn't even realize were connected felt like they were releasing because of the release that we did right in the center of my stomach. It was fucking crazy. It was a very intense experience. I loved physio. I can't recommend it enough. I think it's actually such a shame that the vast majority of people who are watching this stream and just sitting on the internet right now won't go to physiotherapy. They won't get the like sense of alignment and the feeling of your body working in the way that it should. Was physiotherapy expensive? Oh, well, I live in Canada. So healthcare in Canada is not usually like wildly grossly expensive. It was about 175 Canadian dollars once a month for the sessions. So like less than $200 per month for one session. But oh my god, in heaven. I definitely felt like I was getting my money's worth from the amount of sensation that I was getting in between the sessions. The like sensation that it was flooding back into my body between sessions was so good. It was just regular physiotherapy. There was no like ailment, there was no illness to treat. There wasn't an injury, so a lot of people will basically only go to physiotherapy for like the reason that this guy is asking about. Like if there's something wrong, if they have an injury or if they're in an accident. But physiotherapy isn't just like intervention for a terrible calamity. Physiotherapy is also exactly that. It's physical therapy, and part of therapy so that when the problems come, they're not so fucking debilitating. I think that's like the most valuable thing. I find ice skating weirdly helpful, even though I'm like so fully tense and focused on not falling. Afterwards, I feel more relaxed when I step off the ice. Because I just like, I'm on the ice, I exhaust myself to the point where I can't be tense anymore. Right as I'm never gonna stop telling you to do that fucking yoga routine that I sent you on YouTube. Yoga is a cure-all. Are you two in your head? Do some yoga. Does your neck feel tight? Do some yoga. Do you wish you could bend over and touch your toes? Do some fucking yoga. So your physiotherapist was just doing a bunch of stuff on different parts all over the entire body. Pretty much. Yeah. Not every session. Like, every session we picked particular areas of tension or particular areas of interest to work on. But every session that we did, it was a different part of our body that we worked on. Yeah, our body, as if she's in it with me. It's just me in here, she's not in here with me. I feel also that I'm sleeping better now that I've been doing so much yoga every week. I get into bed and my body like knows that I'm entering into the relaxation position, because you often finish a yoga session by laying flat on your back, relaxing every single part of your body down, and like letting your heart rate lower. And so doing it at the end of the yoga practice, I think, has just, it's like rehearsal for going to sleep at night. I'm gonna rehearse relaxing my body while I do yoga. Oh, and that's so good. It's definitely made falling asleep a lot easier. Is there anything new in Toronto? We have a brand new Prime Minister. That's pretty exciting. We just had our federal election at the end of April, and, well, I mean, Mark Carney was the Prime Minister because Justin Trudeau stepped down as leader of the Liberal Party. So Mark Carney's not like the new Prime Minister, he's like the old new Prime Minister. That's pretty exciting. I tried yoga once and I pulled something. It's not easy as it looks, plus I'm not very flexible. Yeah, you just have to start small. You just gotta start small. Yeah. It's not about doing what the person is doing in the video. It's about feeling your body try to get into that shape and what the experience is like from the inside. Go, oh, this feels so tight. And then you think, okay, well, I'm also going to try to feel my blood pumping through that tight spot. And I'll visualize with every pump of my blood through this like tight holding spot. It's going to pull a little bit of stress out. It's going to help me relax a little bit more. Oh yeah, I said I'm not paying attention to people who gift one sub. You sad, worthless idiots are garbage to me. That's right, I'm a greedy, entitled Twitch streamer. You gotta do more than that. I think I'm also just a little bit tired of people giving excuses why they can't take care of themselves. I'm a little over it. There's no excuse. You gotta take care of yourself. And then whining about the ways that your body is crumbling underneath you is kind of just like saying, I didn't want to deal with this, and now I don't want to deal with this. None of us want to like confront our disgusting, crumbling bodies. But I guess if we don't confront our bodies are going to confront us. You should open my presents, it'll improve the bath experience. I know I should. I literally have them right here. I'm like, why do I not want to open my presents? What is it about them that feels so, like, I just can't, I just couldn't. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to understand the reason for the feeling. Maybe it's enough just to have the feeling. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's interesting. So many people redeeming the dirty shame. I love it. It makes me laugh because it just wastes your channel points. Nothing happens when you redeem the dirty shame. It's just a dirty shame that you wasted your channel points. Oh well. Love seeing you guys try to make something happen. It feels familiar. It feels like, oh yeah, I recognize that desire right there. I guess it just goes to show you, you can just offer somebody anything, and somebody will take it. You can offer anybody anything, and somebody will take it, even if it's absolutely fucking nothing. And if that isn't the definition of one man's trash is another man's treasure, I don't know what could be. Oh, the dog's here. I hope she doesn't bark. She's been so quiet today. Hopefully that'll just like stay. I did worry when I was walking her this morning. I was like, oh, should I put her in the bedroom? Should I put her in another room in the house? So that while I'm doing ASMR, she's not barking. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna trust her. I'm just gonna trust that she's gonna be a good dog for the first day in her life. And wow, that trust was well placed because she's been so good today. I hope this isn't the like turnaround for it. She's about to start barking her head off and just blasting the eardrums of everybody listening. Who knows? If she does, it will give us a greater appreciation for the exquisite quiet stream that we enjoyed beforehand. Exactly. It's just all about trying to make the best of it. my cat will be satisfied with any amount of pets. He will endure it. He will endure it for as long as it's going. Oh fuck, that's amazing. Wow, I feel like most cats have a very specific limit to how much they like being touched. And they will, if you get anywhere close to that limit of how much they like being touched, they will fuck you up. But I love it that your cat is like, oh no, I'm limitless. You just go great. That's like a dog. It's like a cat running dog software. Have a great evening. Oh my god, I know it's going to be so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yes. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a good day. Oh my god, Well of Ascension. You fucking mad lad. Jesus. Jesus, I say. Jesus. Oh. Well of Ascension, you win stream today. Yeah. I think it's obvious that you were the one who liked the outfit the most. And I thought it was me. And I thought it was me who liked this outfit the most. I was wrong, and you proved me wrong. In literally the best fucking way possible. God damn. I love an ASMR stream. Thank you, V. Yeah, it's fun to mix it up every once in a while. But not like mixing it up too often. Sometimes it's good to be boring. I do love the boring. Oh, shh, you can't do that. Shh, shh, shh. You can't bark. You have to wait 5 more minutes and then you can bark. She just put her whole little snoot in my hand. Oh my gosh. Ah, what? Come here. Come here. And be quiet. You have to be quiet. You gotta be quiet. Look at her. Look at this sweet. She's so focused. She's so just engaged. She's ready to fucking go. She's so silly. She's so silly. It makes, yeah, I'm talking about you. It makes me so happy that she's so dedicated to keeping me and everyone in the house safe. That she's like in guard dog mode. Silly little dog. Such a silly little dog. This morning she was being particularly fucking ridiculous. I was playing I don't think she wants me to tell you about how silly she is. She just wants to be silly. I'll bite you. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite you. Shh, you have to be quiet. You gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet, good girl. I cannot whispered the whole entire day. And I fucking loved it. Oh, Bay Street is streaming. Should we raid Rifkin? Yes, let's. You gotta be quiet. You can't bark yet. She's getting ready. She's literally so ready for the barking. She's about to do it. The second we sign off, you better fucking believe she's gonna bark her